Most business owners think the real mistakes happen during a sale. They're wrong. The most expensive mistakes, the ones that quietly cost you millions, happen the moment a buyer reaches out, before an LOI, before diligence, before lawyers. And the crazy part, most owners don't even realize they're sabotaging the deal while thinking they're playing it smart. Today, I'm breaking down the biggest mistakes business owners make when they're first approached by a buyer, and how the top 10% handle these moments completely differently. If you're doing 5 million plus in revenue and there's even a chance you'll sell one day, this video can literally change your exit outcome. I've been in hundreds of buyer conversations, private equity, strategic buyers, family offices, and I'll tell you something most advisors won't say out loud. Buyers form an opinion about you and your business in the first 30 minutes, if not even more quickly. That opinion quietly dictates how hard they negotiate, how skeptical they are in diligence, and whether they push or walk. And it's almost never about valuation. It's about how you show up. Let's break it down. Mistake number one, the biggest one of all, not being honest. This is the umbrella mistake that causes almost everything else. And no, I'm not talking about outright lying. I'm talking about polished half-truths, little omissions, softened edges, selective storytelling, the proverbial lipstick on a pig. Here's what most owners do. They try to make the business look perfect early and hope the issues won't matter later. That is backward. Buyers expect warts. What scares them is discovering them after you've told a clean story. When that happens, here's what goes through their head. If this showed up, what else hasn't? Trust breaks, risk premiums rise, deal terms tighten. The best sellers do the opposite. They start low and let the buyer be impressed over time. They say things like, here's where we're strong and here's where we're not. This is owner dependent today, but here's how we're trying to fix it. Here's the risk, here's how we manage it. That doesn't kill deals, it builds credibility. And credibility is leverage. This is exactly what we coach owners on before buyers ever show up. Because once trust is lost, you don't get it back. Mistake number two, bravado, aka the toughest guy in the room syndrome. You've heard this line, or maybe you've said it. I'm not really looking to sell, just figured I'd take the meeting. Let me be blunt. Buyers hate this. Not because you shouldn't have leverage, but because it's transparent. Here's what buyers actually think. This seller is posturing, and posturing creates friction. If you're curious about the process, say that. If you want to learn the market, say that. If you're open, albeit at the right price, say that. That's strength. Fake indifference isn't confidence. It's insecurity dressed up as power. Top sellers don't puff their chest. They're calm, direct, matter of fact. They understand something most owners miss. Every buyer already knows you're selling, or at least thinking about it, or they wouldn't be there. The goal isn't to look uninterested. The goal is to look credible, prepared, and self-aware. That's how you control the conversation. Mistake number three, overconfidence in early buyer interest. This one quietly destroys deals. A buyer reaches out. They're enthusiastic. They talk about platform potential. They throw around big numbers. And the owner thinks, wow, they really want this. Reality check. At this stage, they've done almost no diligence. This is exactly like a job interview. In the first round, the candidate sounds amazing. In the final round, the truth shows up. Buyers are doing the same thing. Early on, their goal is to get access, advance the process, preserve optionality. They are not committed yet. Overconfident sellers stop being careful with language, overpromise growth, hand-wave risks, and then diligence begin. Numbers tighten, stories get tested, and suddenly that early excitement turns into pressure. Now the buyer feels like they're catching a falling knife. That's when valuations drop. Earnouts appear, deals stall or die. Smart sellers treat early interest as neutral. Not validation, not commitment, just an invitation to prove the business. If you want to know how to separate real buyers from tire kickers, that's something we walk through with clients step by step because it saves an enormous amount of wasted time. Mistake number four, lying or hiding the owner's role. This one is brutal and unbelievably common. The owner thinks, if I'm too involved, the buyer won't like it. So they minimize it. They say things like, the team runs everything. I'm mostly strategic. I could step away easily. And then diligence starts. Buyers ask deeper questions. Who really approves pricing? Who handles key customers? Who solves crises? And the truth comes out. Now the buyer isn't just worried about dependence, they're worried about honesty. Here's the counterintuitive truth. Buyers can handle owner dependence. What they won't tolerate is surprises. If you're central to the business, say it. Then explain what you do, why it matters, and why that's already changing. Honesty gives you options, longer transition periods, consulting agreements, better structure instead of lower price. Dishonesty removes options. This is why preparation matters before a buyer ever asks the question. So why are these mistakes so expensive? Here's the dangerous part. None of these mistakes feel big in the moment. They feel like Normal conversation, smart positioning, playing it safe. But together, they quietly stack risk. And buyers price risk aggressively. That's why 80% of businesses that go to market don't sell. Not because they're bad businesses, but because sellers unknowingly destroy trust early, then spend months trying to recover it. And unfortunately, you really can't. So here's what top sellers do instead. Top sellers prepare before buyers show up. They understand how buyers think. They control the narrative without lying. They show risks proactively. Let credibility do the heavy lifting. They don't wing it. They treat an unsolicited buyer the same way you'd treat a formal process, because every conversation shapes your outcome. This is exactly what we do at Presale Prep. We don't sell your business. We don't hype valuations. We help you avoid deal killers, understand buyer psychology, prepare financially and operationally, and protect leverage long before a process starts. And if the business is large enough and you do the work, I'll even make an offer myself. That's how confident I am in the process. So here's the real question. If a buyer emailed you tomorrow, would you accidentally posture, overestimate their interest, hide risks, or downplay your role? Or would you walk in prepared, calm, and in control? If you want help getting there, click the link in the description and schedule a call. Or watch the free video where I break down exactly how buyers evaluate businesses and how to position yours without hype, fluff, or false confidence. Because the biggest mistake is thinking you'll figure it out when the time comes. That's how millions quietly disappear.